All right, hey VC, I'm Jamie. Welcome back. We're back with another video, and back, as the title suggests on this one, I had a very sticky situation with the box set that I recently purchased, and it was a box set I was very excited about. I had tried to order it before, it didn't arrive, and then it wasn't available for quite some time. It's a box set that goes back a few years, but it seems to be available now in some limited quantities, so I jumped on board and picked it up. This features the wonderful music of Germany, specifically West Germany, in terms of cosmic music or cosmic rock. This is the Brain label, and this is quite simply called The Box, 1972 to 1979, Cerebral Sounds of Brain Records. So this is just a nifty little box set, 8 CDs that features some live stuff from Brain Records Festival back in the mid-70s. Some of the artists featured include, there's a track from the Scorpions, also Jane, which was a big sort of cosmic rock band. Also, there's a track from Tangerine Dream on here. Embryo is also on here, Electric Sandwich, Thirsty Moon. A few artists that the Brain Records label licensed from the UK, including Atomic Rooster, and Alexis Corner is also featured on here as well. So this is just a nifty little box set. So I was going to do an unboxing, and so it's just a sort of a traditional opening like this, and then there's a few like little goodies inside. One of the most kind of cute goodies inside is that it includes a reusable canvas bag. How environmentally friendly is that? So here's a quick look at the very nifty little bag here. It's just got that on the one side, and then inside there's a book which we will take a look at. Nice little book there, and then the CDs. So the 8 CDs in this sort of open up portfolio. So you've got that on the back, and you open it up like this, and then the CDs sit in here, and each CD, as you can sort of see, kind of looks like a microphone the way it is. So I was going to be showing you the CDs, but then had a problem with CD number 3. Now, as you can see, the way these are placed in here, they're sort of wedged in here, and they come out like that. But CD number 3 was wedged in here, was wedged down so tightly, it was wedged like, I'm telling you, and even now it still doesn't sit quite right. I don't want to shove it in too much here or push it down too much, but it was even further than that. So it was clearly a situation where these CDs were put in as the glue was drying. I wasn't even sure I was going to get the CD out. That's how far wedged in it was. And in fact, even just trying to get that CD out, I did tear it a little here, because I'm telling you, it was wedged in. And that wasn't the only problem. So it was wedged in there like so tightly. It's like beyond even the, I don't know if you can see that here, even beyond here, it was wedged in like almost like that far. So when I took it out, there was a fair bit of glue, certainly like a fair bit around the edge, and then certainly glue strips along the sides. So I thought, oh gosh, here we go. Now it's a situation, yes, I could return it, but I'd be worried that I could return it. Yes, I could get my money back, but I really did want to get this box set, and there's not too many of these box sets out there, so my luck would be I'd return it and there wouldn't be anything to replace it. So I had a situation with the glue on. So I tried to get as much glue initially, played it, seemed to be playing okay for a first few tracks, but then sure enough, it's that wonderful when it hits something that's obstructing it, and you get that da 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 da, and it was just, oh. So then I went online to try to figure out, okay, what am I going to do here? I mean, the other CDs are fine. They weren't wedged in quite so tightly, but it is a downside of this type of format where something like this can happen. So I went online, and some of the suggestions was to use either WD-40 or Glugon or Gugon. Now, I haven't had a great time with Gugon. I know it's often recommended. Gugon was once recommended if you had like a price sticker residue on a album cover, that you could use that. I tried that, and actually it discolored the little corner of the album cover, so I haven't used that again. So I thought, well, maybe I could just try some WD-40. So I had a little bit of WD-40, and it actually took the glue off quite readily, quite easily. I was a little surprised. I thought it might get more of a gooey situation, that sort of thing, but for the most part, now the CD doesn't look great. It's not as, I don't know if I can show you this. So that's It's a nice clear one. And then there is the little bit of the residue, but miraculously, it now plays okay. It now plays fine. It doesn't seem to skip. I've played it a couple of times. I've played it on my main player. I do have like a portable CD player. I've got a few of them around the house for whatever reason. It doesn't play on the one. It plays on one of the portable CD players, but on my main unit, which is like a DVD CD player, it seems to play fine. So thankfully, I was able to salvage that. But it is a downside with this. I mean, this all looks cute and it's kind of a neat thing to do, but so subsequently, yeah, this doesn't really want to sit in here perfectly anymore. So here's the look for that. So thankfully we were able to avert a sticky situation. Okay, so let's take a look at the booklet. So this is a nice little hardbound booklet for this Brain 1972 to 1979, Cerebral Sounds of Brain Records. And it is a really nice booklet. As you can hear my grandfather clock going off in the background there. So many great artists. The live stuff is really good, and it's just the level of musicianship with the artists that were signed on to the Brain Records is pretty incredible for sure. Yeah, so it's kind of a downside in the way some of these CD box sets are packaged, where they wedge some of these CDs into these slots. That looks nice, but can be a situation. I've had one or two where the CD has been wedged in pretty good, but I was able to get it out and didn't have any glue residue on it. But this case, I've never seen a CD wedged in so tightly. But yeah, this box set came out in 2017, and I was definitely interested in it. And it's harder to pick up older box sets sometimes. They tend to sell out. And I don't know if they reissued this or not, but it wasn't available, or it didn't seem to be available to pick up. But then, miraculously, a few copies seemed to become available. And so I picked it up. And as I say, other than that little tear in the booklet, things are okay. And presenting this to you on an incredibly rainy weekend in southern Ontario. We have had so much rain, and I know there's many parts of certainly the country and particularly in the US where they aren't getting any rain at all, but my gosh, we have had just an absolute continuous torrential downpour all weekend long. Okay, and this is these are some of the live Brain Records Festival stuff. Really great. Really great. Okay, so that is going to do it for this. So again, thank you so much for dropping by, and we will chat again soon. Hopefully everybody stays safe, and yes, oh yes, go Habs. Montreal Canadiens.